It's baddies.
Get ready.
No, we're making a movie.
In your shorts and your... For what? Owen, dude, your legs are straight.
What?
Here comes Rocky. For what?
All right, ready? Action.
Your legs
Go,
are
ready?
so nice.
Let's go. Come on.
Every school day when the lunch bell rings, just under 600 students dash to the lunch line in hopes of getting first pick at the day's menu.
Nice. Wait, hold on. All right.
They file into the cafeteria,
First choice? All right.
load up their trays,
What else do we get here?
and dig into
All right.
county-provided sustenance to fuel their developing minds.
Nice.
But what are they actually eating? Where does this food come from? Who's cooking it? Is it good? Is it good for us? I don't actually know. But I aim to find out.
You know, I've been here for 4 years now, and I don't know if I'm as qualified as anyone else because, you see, I've never once eaten cafeteria food here, but I've always been quite curious as to where it comes from. I've heard things, I'm sure everyone has. There's there's rumors, there's myths, there's tall tales that go around about the whole thing, people be like, it's prison food. It's the same things that convicts in our correctional facilities are eating. And is that true? I don't even know where to start. I don't know who to talk to. I'll be honest, I don't know if anyone knows who's in charge of the cafeteria. And I guess that's also what we need to figure out. There's no faces attached. It's all just anonymous food from some unknown source. But maybe, just perhaps, by the end of this short segment, you'll have a little bit more insight into what you're eating and its origins. You can cut.
With no clear leads, we decided to go to the place where all administrative information lives, the administration office.
We're gonna take a little field trip to the office to pose some questions and hopefully figure out some answers. I don't actually know about the rules about filming in here, but you should don't tell anyone. Come on. This way. Right.
After a short wait, Mr. Spracklin, the assistant principal, was nice enough to answer our question for us.
So, Mr. Spracklin,
Yes, Mr. Taylor.
we are running a story for KSSH on the school cafeteria, and I'd like to talk to you because, well, first of all, I have no clue who even is in charge of the cafeteria, and that's why I came here to ask you that.
I'd be happy to share that information with you, Owen. So our wonderful cafeteria and food services supervisor is Mrs. Shirley Cubes.
Shirley Cubes.
And she employs a staff of somewhere between 8 to 10 employees who work our breakfast and our lunch shift here at Santa Susana High School.
And she's in our email system, so I'll be able to contact her.
She is in our email system, the same SimiValleyUSD.org. I can provide you the spelling of her name, as long as I have your word in good faith that any emailing that you do with her and communication will be thoughtful and upfront and those kinds of things.
Certainly will be.
Mr. Spracklin then gave us Miss Cube's contact information, and we set out to contact her thoughtfully and upfront.
We are one step closer to solving this grand mystery. We now have a name, a new lead. I reckon we get back and we send out some correspondence to set up an interview of some sorts.
With the power of teamwork, 30 minutes later, we had successfully drafted an email.
Love, Owen Taylor.
Maybe not love. Sincerely.
Yours
Our
truly.
producer read carefully through our creation, made some grammar corrections, and approved it. All we had to do now was wait.
Ugh. Man, this place is dirtier than I remember. Ah, a new day. You know what they say here at Santa Sue? Another day, another dollar. At least that's what they'll tell you. yesterday, you may recall, we sent out a little email to Cubes, Shirley Cubes, and sure enough, we got a response that I've yet to open. So as you remember, we wrote, "Dearest Miss Cubes, let me introduce myself. I'm Owen Taylor, lead script writer and journalist for KSSH-TV. And I'm wondering if you won't be opposed to giving us an interview and a tour of the facility sometime that is convenient for you. If so, please get back to me as soon as possible. Best regards, Owen Taylor, your friend in the broadcasting team." And now listen, she responded very short and sweet. "Good morning, Owen." "Sure, no problem. How does a Wednesday work?" "Thank you, Shirley Cubes, SSHS Cafe merger." Yeah, so should I reply with that 10-ish on Wednesday works? Is that good? All right, let me get back to my email writing skills. Last time I started with "Dearest Miss Cubes," beloved Miss Cubes. Juliana, we've made progress. We got a response on our email to Shirley Cubes. Can you approve my response to her response?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
Okay, you can't say below.
We confirmed an interview date, and our second email was swiftly corrected and approved. We are once again left to wait.
Wait. Do you all give your consent to be filmed for the news?
Yes!
What's your guys' opinion of the food that they feed us here?
You know what? It's kind of mid, but I think it's wonderful.
You think it's wonderful? What about it do you like?
I love that it's sometimes hard in places it shouldn't be hard, and then other times it's very, very cold, and I'm very confused.
Let me ask you. So, do you consume the cafeteria food regularly?
Yes.
Every day?
Yeah.
So, what's like your general consensus on it?
I love the wings.
The wings are good.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite food.
Yes.
What's your least favorite food?
The grilled cheese.
Why is that?
It tastes like plastic.
So overall, you'd say you, like on average, you enjoy eating cafeteria food?
I love my school. I love my school's food.
All right, guys. So thanks for talking with us. Let's move on.
Honestly, it's pretty bad. The chicken sandwich is really dry, but I suck it up and eat it because what else am I gonna eat today?
Right. And what's your favorite thing that the cafeteria serves?
Honestly, this is a new addition I noticed with this year, the pretzel hot dog. I've never seen it before, but I love it.
And what's the worst thing?
The absolute worst thing would probably have to be the chicken wings. I don't know.
Chicken.
The chicken wings, like I don't even know why you would even add that to the menu. Like,
Right.
especially with the poor quality, you're basically serving us prison food, and you're getting us
Prison food. Listen, do you eat the cafeteria food here regularly?
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you think about it?
It's pretty Tamaguchi.
It's good. Yeah. Do you guys eat the cafeteria food regularly here?
I mean, the food is really good. The cafeteria food is mediocre.
Mediocre.
Yeah. It could be better. I hate the cafeteria food, I'll be honest.
Do you kids eat the cafeteria food here?
Only on pizza days.
Only on pizza days. And why is that?
Because it's pizza and they changed the apples. So
They what?
they changed the apples. They're squishy and gushy and old now.
What grade are you guys in?
We're all freshmen, as you could tell.
There you have it, folks. All right, start filming.
Right now?
Yep.
Alright, it's so... Oh.
Are we ready? Let's get back up to speed here. Our meeting was set at 10 o'clock, but the way that administration works, and a fault of mine, with remembering the details, we couldn't get here until, 10:25. So we gotta hurry over to that door. So hopefully we haven't betrayed the trust of the cafeteria staff. All right, this is the moment of truth. Nervous. Do we run away? Maybe we go around to the other way. This is tragic.
Yeah.
It's not a good start. We're late and we can't get it. Oh. Hello.
This way, Madison.
You guys filming something?
We are.
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm a coach for the instrumental program. I'm Colton.
Oh. I know the main door to the cafeteria is through this back hallway, so if we just knock here, it should be fine. I know this might get a little political, so anything that's said, it stays here until the end of our lives. All right, now it's the moment of truth.
hear the whirring, the sounds of magic happening. I don't even know if there's people in there.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Owen Taylor. Oh, that's all right. Excuse me.
Actually, got everybody coming through the kitchen. We got open food, so
Oh,
we're just back this way. Yeah.
We didn't know which way to come in.
Yeah, I know we have
So
open
you're
food.
Shirley Coombs.
Yes, hi Owen.
Good to
right?
meet you. Yes.
Nice to meet you too.
So I'd like to apologize for being late.
That's okay. That's quite all right.
Summons didn't go through as
That's
fast as I thought.
No problem.
But we are here now,
Okay.
and I guess we'd like to learn about how the food is prepared here.
In order to be in there, everyone has to have hair nuts.
Right.
So we'll either hair nuts
Yep.
or stay back here.
Can we have hair nuts? I think it'd be good if we could do that.
Sure.
All right.
Let me give everybody a hairnet. This is our storeroom, and we get a lot of bulk items in from DoD, Department of Defense. So we'll get like cases of, obviously you see the vegetables and the fruits, and this is stuff we cup up. We like to have mostly fresh fruit, but when we're in a pinch, we will go to canned stuff.
Right.
So it's actually a lot more healthier than people think.
Yeah. And what are all these up here?
These are actually just in case of emergency. We have enough hot bags to produce a lot of food. When we had the when we were closed down for lockdown, when we were doing the feeding outside, we had this option to have a lot of food at once on hand to hand out. Right now, we're having a supply chain issue with a lot of items. So when there's not the meal that everybody wants, it's because we were unable to get the product. So I don't know if a lot of people know that, but we do have a hard time getting certain items.
So is the majority of the food here prepared in this kitchen?
Oh, all of it.
All of it?
All of it.
Because like I see them making the burgers, and I think, and this is just my pre-consumption, I thought they were like pre-made and shipped here.
No. From the parfaits to, what do we do? The protein bowls. Everything that it's all made.
It's all made? Okay.
Sometimes like when I throw in the grilled cheese that are already wrapped, that's just to help supplement the...
And where does the food that's like already pre-made and wrapped come from?
It just comes from just one of our vendors that we order out. We get cases of it. It's to supplement when, because there's only so much we can make.
How many people do you have on staff in the cafeteria?
I total 9.
9?
9, yes. Yeah, and they come in, I have my morning crew that comes in, and they do a lot of like the fresh salads and the parfaits. My lady makes parfaits from scratch. So those don't come in all prepackaged. There's kind of a misconception about the cafeteria food being, I think it's just habit to always say something bad about
in
it.
The culture.
Exactly. So it really gets a bad rap, and it really shouldn't.
The different people on staff, do they all have like their own specific jobs? Or
we rotate. That way I don't have one person doing dishes day in, day out. That person would probably quit on me. So we rotate jobs every week. So I have a schedule, and then the next week they move down. So that one, everyone, has a turn doing somebody else's job.
Right.
So it works out well. So if someone calls out sick, everyone knows how to do each other's job. And they work really well here, so I'm really lucky. So, it's a good school.
How long have you been working here?
At this school, I'm probably 5 years. Total is going on 28 within food services, child nutrition.
Different schools?
Yes, yeah. I started out at elementary school and just as a cafeteria, manager there, and then worked at the district, and then Pat was retiring, and I took over the school. So.
And over time, have you seen like an improvement in the quality, or is it always been the same?
Yes, for sure. Definitely an improvement in quality of food. I mean, for a while, the elementaries, I know were just everything pre-wrapped, crinkled, crunchy stuff. But now they've gone. Burlwood, the central kitchen, takes care of all the elementaries. We don't have that option to have a lunch count. So we have
a lunch count?
Yeah, the elementaries will send in a lunch count to Burlwood, and Burlwood will send X amount of food.
Oh, so they know exactly how many people?
The secondaries, so the junior highs and the high schools, we have to hope we're planning by looking at our numbers correctly and see. So certain things will throw it off, a field trip or, cold weather, more kids will come in. So we have to guess at it.
So when you get like a number that's too big, you just have to throw in excess food?
We do. It's not too bad here because I seem to there's just a lot of kids coming too. So I don't have a lot of waste. if anything, sometimes I'm cutting it close.
Yeah.
So that's where the grilled cheese or something.
Right, exactly.
Quick comes in to help suffice.
That makes sense.
So.
I know that before the pandemic, the meals cost money for students.
Yes.
And then when the pandemic started, they made them free.
Yes.
Are they going to be free for the indefinite future?
You know what? Right now, that's indefinite. So
we don't know
they haven't taken that away. So it's going to be free. It's going to be free indefinitely. I don't see them going back to charging, which is great. I think they should have done that a long time ago. I felt it was fair for some to pay and some not to pay. So I'm happy with that. So I think it's going to stay.
Is there anything else you'd like us to know about the kitchens or how it works specifically?
Pretty much, just other than, that I'm glad you're here. So, kind of shine some light that it's not bad food. It's not bad food.
Do you ever eat the cafeteria food here?
Oh, yeah. We all eat it.
After our chat, Ms. Cubes took us to see the walk-in freezer. It's a large disconnected unit secured with 2 padlocks that stores all sorts of perishables the kitchen uses. It was cold.
I have gotten in there and I had a laughing fit one time.
Because it was so cold?
I dropped something and it spilled everywhere and I was with somebody else and we started laughing and the door had closed. And when you're laughing, you just don't have that energy because you're laughing so hard. And we couldn't get the door open. So that's why we have the cone.
Right.
So, you're supposed to be able to push from the inside, but laughter got in the way and we had no energy.
We collected some final B-roll, and then it was time to say goodbye.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
All right, thank you, Owen.
Thank you very much for showing us around.
No problem.
And I guess if I see you around, I'll say hi.
Okay, all right. You guys can keep the hair nuts.
All right.
The new development has been made.
can just
You guys can go right through here.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Goodbye, have a good day.
Welcome.
That looks so good.
What?
The food is free. The staff that provides it works hard. We gathered together a list of vendors that supply the school, off labels from the boxes in the freezer and names provided by Miss Cubes herself. It reads as follows: Gold Star Foods, Cisco Foods, Driftwood Dairy, Integrated Food Service, Yang's Fifth Taste, Best Way / Michael B's Food Products, Tyson Foods, Wawona Foods, Buena Vista Foods, Hormel Foods, and Donley Farms. All these companies comply with the U.S. public school food regulations and standards. And yeah, some of it's the very same food inmates in our prison systems eat. It's nutritious. It's cheap. It does its job. Some people enjoy it. Some people would rather pack their own lunch. But at the end of the day, it's free food. You can't arguably expect gourmet.
I hate to use it, but I think the best word to describe this meal is mid. Uncut.